Hello besties, welcome back. Today I will teach you how to use your measuring cup to measure out either your flour or sugar, and I'll also teach you how to use your measuring scale. So if you are a beginner baker, you don't have measuring cups or measuring scale, you are on the wrong side. Please go and get your measuring cup and your measuring scales. Although you can have measuring cups without having measuring scales, and you can have measuring scales without having measuring cups. But if you don't have money to buy the two, just buy your measuring cups. It's very important because your flour, your water measurements, your sugar measurements, all can come in cups. And sometimes your recipes might be correct, but you are not measuring in the right way. Let's get right into the video. And please make sure you like my video, share this video with your friends, subscribe and follow for more amazing videos like this. So let's get right into the video. So first of all, I will show you how to measure with your measuring scale, and we'll be using our flour. Let me get so besties, now it's time for me to show you how to use your measuring scale. So as a beginner baker, this is the measuring scale you are meant to buy for a start, and especially if you're looking for a budget, this is the scale you are meant to buy. It is very portable, it is very useful, and you would love this particular scale. Now this scale comes like this, you understand? So it comes with a measuring plate. Do you understand? Even though you want to measure maybe something that is much more bigger, you can change this plate. You can use any kind of plate you want. You can also use this plate. So I will teach you how to use it, how to set your measurement is very important. So let's keep this aside. Now, this scale, it comes without a battery. So all you just need to do is to turn the back. So let's put the battery. So please make sure you buy an original battery. Do you understand? That is very important. Buy an original battery. So this is me. I've put the battery already. Can you see it's already functioning? So we're going to set this at 0. But before we set it at 0, I want to just show you some terms on the scale. Do you understand? Now this is on and off. This red button is on and off. It is written on and off. Do you understand? So if I want to off it, I'll off it. Can you see? It's no longer showing any number here. Then this is mode. Do you see? This is mode. Mode means, do you want it in grams or you want it in O's? I will still show you. Then this is tier. Do you want it to be in tier 0 or in tier 50? Like, do you want it to start reading from 0, or you want to start reading it from 2? I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. Now let me explain it again. This mode means, can you see? If you look at here now, you will see where it's written grams. This G stands for grams, and this OZ stands for O's. So before you start measuring your sugar or your flour, you need to be sure if it is in grams or if it is in O's. You will see a small arrow by the side showing at the upside or at the downside. So if the arrow, one black arrow, is pointing to this grams, that means you are measuring in grams. If the arrow is pointing down here to this OZ, that means you are, can you see the OZ? Can you see? Let me show you. This is grams, this is OZ. So if the arrow is pointing here, that means you are measuring in what? In O's. So you have to be very watchful. That's very important, because if you don't get the mode, you will have a wrong measurement. At this side, if you look by this side, by the left side of the scale, you will see where it is written 0, and you will see where it is written 10. So this 0 means that it is counting from 0. Then this 10 means that, do you want it to start from 50? Do you want it to start from 60? It depends on you. So now let us on the scale. Can you see? The scale is on. Can you see? And you will see that there's a little bit arrow on top of this number. So we're going to change the mode. Do you want it to be, which mode do you want it to be? Do you want it to be at grams or at O's? Now, normal Nigerian measurement, we normally start with grams. So I want to be in what? Grams. It's already in grams. So if you want to be in O's, you will press mode. Can you see? Can you see the arrow has gone back to what? The arrow has gone down to O's. But let's press mode again. It will now come back to what? It will come back to grams. So now, Now, can you see it is on tier what? On tier 103, 105. It's still fluctuating because I'm still touching it. So now, let us bring our measuring plate. Now, if I put this measuring plate here, you will notice that the measurement has what? Has changed. Can you see? The measurement has changed. So now, I want it right now to be on tier 0. I want it to be 0. Do you understand? With this particular measuring plate, can you see? So I'll just press tier. Can you see? It is on 0 grams. 0 what? 0 grams. Now, let's say for instance, now, I don't want to use this plate. Sorry. Let's say for instance, I don't want to use this plate as my measuring plate. I want to use something bigger, maybe a bigger bowl. Do you understand? Now, I will just keep this aside. I will bring this plate and put it like this. Can you see? And if I put it here, I will still need to set it back to 0. I will press this tier. Can you see it is at 0? So even though you have a bigger bowl, even though you have a bigger bowl, let's say this bowl now, it contains what? This bowl contains flour. Can you see? It contains flour. And I want to measure in my eggs here. I will need to start it from 0. So I'll just press on what? I'll press tier. It will be on tier 0. Can you see? Can you see it's showing tier 0? So I'll add in my egg. It will not give me the real egg measurement. So that is very simple. And make sure it is in what? It is in grams. So let's keep this aside. So I've removed it. So we are using this one in particular. So I'll just place it like this and I'll click on tier. And make sure the mode is on grams, not O's. It's very, very important. So now, let me teach you how to measure. So let's say, for instance, now you want to measure out 250 grams of flour. All you need to do is what? Bring your flour and what? Measure in 250 grams. And if we measure in these 250 grams, we are going to know how many cups is 250 grams. That is very, very important. So let's measure out 250 grams. You know, I'm backing this my scale, so I will need to be very careful. So this 244. So let's measure it and see. Okay, this is 268. I love using scale because scale will give you the exact measurement you need. This is 246, 252. So let's just keep on, just a little bit. Oh my goodness. You know, one thing about scale is that any little, so scale will give you, if you want to get perfect, accurate measurement, use your scale. Always use your scale. That's very, very important. So it's still fluctuating. Let's see. Besties, if you've not liked my video, please make sure you like this video, share this video with your friends, subscribe and follow for more amazing videos. Can you see it's now what? 250 what? Grams. Make sure that there is a small arrow on top of the number down. It's pointing to this G. It is in what? It is in grams. So this is how to measure your what? This is, see, sorry, the battery, I think the battery is getting weak. So that's why it's fluctuating. So please make sure once it's fluctuating like this, that means your battery is what? Your battery is getting weak. So you need to be very careful. But you understood what I just did now. That's very, very important. Now, let us see how many cups would this 250 grams give us. Do you understand? Let's see how many cups. Please, let's make it accurate. We are working with accuracy. This is 250 grams. Now, let's see how many cups are we going to get in this 250 grams. Let's bring this. So, I'm allowed to use my hands. So, if you want to know how many cups will give you 500 grams, just use your scale, measure out 500 grams. You now know how many cups it will give you. Do you understand? So, that's very important. So, this is 1. So I'm trying to flatten it out. So this is 1. Remember, this is 200 and what? 250 grams. Do you get? So let's be sure. And also remember, if you are working with teaspoon, let's say for instance you don't have 1 tablespoon. Remember, 3 teaspoons will give you 1 tablespoon. 3 teaspoons will give you what? 1 tablespoon. So looking at this now, looking at what I am doing, you will notice that what? 250 grams is equal to what? Is equal to 2 cups of flour. 250 grams is equal to 2 cups. Now, mathematically, when you now calculate, you now see that what? 500 grams is equal to what? Is equal to 4 cups. 500 grams is equal to 4 cups. So can you see? I don't want to liter here. So see it here. Can you see? 2 cups, like 2 cups, no going back. And this is my spatula. So now, before you measure out your flour using your measuring cup, please make sure it is well sifted. Make sure it is very light. It's very, very important. So this is my measure. These are my measuring spoons, and these are my measuring cups. We have two types of measuring cups. You can use this type. Look, you can use this type, or you can use, let me keep this ones aside, or you can use this type. Do you understand? And if you, once you buy your measuring cups, please make sure you tie them together like this. Can you see how I tied my own? Make sure it is well tied like this so that you won't misplace them, or you start if you're looking for one cup, you are looking for the second cup and the rest. So please tie them together. So I'll use, let me use, this is my favorite measuring cup actually. This one that has a very flat edge. Although you can also still use this one because the measurement is still the same. So let's just keep this one aside and use this particular one. And also, these are my measuring spoons. Can you see? These are my measuring spoons. So it depends on the type of the set you buy. If you buy the set, it comes with measuring cup and spoons. So let's keep this aside. Now let me teach you how to measure out your flour. Let's say for instance we need 1 cup of flour. See, this 1 cup, it comes in 1 cup, or it comes in 250 ml. But the measurement we'll be using is 1 cup. Can you see? 1 cup. So this is my flour. So what you just do is you can just get you can get a spoon, or you can just use your hands or another spatula. So let me just pour in 1 cup here. Can you see? I'm pouring in 1 cup. Please avoid pressing it down. Avoid what? Pressing it down. So this is my 1 cup, and all I need to do is what? Level it. Level it. Level. Level. Did you see what I just did now? So you level it out. So you must, don't fill it to the brim. Level it out. Level it out. And this is what? This is my 1 cup of flour. This is how it's meant to be. Some persons also normally hit it like this. In case there are any air bubbles, it will fill it in. So this is my 1 cup of flour. I'll just pour it inside here. So this is how to measure with your cup. So even though you want to measure out 1 cup of water, it should full to the brim. Flat measurement is very important. Please, flat measurement. So let me do it again. Can you see? Please don't like, as in, don't compact it. Just pour it in. Do you understand? So just pour it in. Once it's properly filled up, you can use your knife, or you can use anything flat. Flatten it out. What we need is what? Flat measurement. Can you see? So this is it. So this is our 1 cup. So same goes for our teaspoon or our tablespoon. Let's say for instance you want to measure out 1 tablespoon. So it's all the same. You can just fetch it out. Let's say it's your baking powder. You can fetch it out like this and just do like this. Can you see? Flat measurement? Or you can still use your spatula and just, so this is how to measure. This is how to measure with your what? So this is how to measure with your measuring cups or spoons, whatsoever kind of measuring cups you are using. Please, this is how to measure it.